And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And today's starting pitcher, Chris Bassett. What do you have on him, Chris?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Just about ready to roll, Luis Angel Acuna now at the plate. And the home opener is underway. Strike two. Ball one there. Now a pop up on the infield. Rice under it. Takes it in for the out.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Bassett, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. That clips a corner.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Tatis takes it in for the out. Two down. And now it's Manny Machado. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. On his way over. And that's the third out. Back here in Queens, and going for the Reds in this one, Michael King. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Ball one. Ball.
On the ground, out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Runner on the go. There's a ball.
On the tag, you're out.
Ow! Great throw by Gary Sanchez. Up the middle. Over to Goldie. And that is out number 2. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder.
Number 15.
Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. And he's out.
On the tag, you're
Up,
out.
down, and that ends the inning. Top of the second. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Bowling.
Judge tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. Here's a 2-0. Judge rips that one. Here's the throw.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
That one lifted to left. Mangum settles underneath it. One down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
In the dirt. The Reds looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Carrying well. You can kiss it goodbye. A 2-run homer. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 2-0. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit.
Whoa.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first, and he held up. 2-0. And another ball. That one ripped left field. You can kiss it goodbye. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 3-0. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. And a big swing and a miss.
Whoa.
There's the strike at the knees. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. 2 down, bases empty. In now for the Reds, Anthony Volpe. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, bottom half of inning number 2, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. To the right side, Lau. In plenty of time to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman, number 7.
That's the ball.
Line drive. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
That is his designated hitter.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Swings through that one for strike one. The 0-1. Out towards right center field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, throws. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in Queens and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Luis Angel Acuna. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Acuna, 24 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's a hit, and a good start to the inning.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Quick move to first, and he's back standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And a foul ball. Acuna aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside low, and that is ball one.
Nope, that's inside.
On a line out towards center. And there's one down. One out, man at first. Here comes Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1. Quick toss to first. Acuna gets back easily. Man at first, one away.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. In the air, right field. Tatis settles under this one. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, right fielder Aaron Judge.
Swings through that one.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Ben Rice up now for the Mets. Fair ball. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mets.
Jake Mango getting ready to hit. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at 1st, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Up next for the Mets. Right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Late with the swing there.
Ball. Outside.
Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone here in the last half of the 3rd. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to 1st. Did not go. Payoff pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Relay to 3rd. Saved. Not in time to get him. And it's 1st and 3rd with 2 away. Here's the center fielder.
15.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Out to short. Volpe throws it to 1st in time. And that is that. On to the 4th. In now for the Reds, Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder Randy Arozarena.
outside. Ball one.
Strike one.
There's a swing and a miss. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. You can kiss it goodbye. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. One down. Ozuna, the big bear. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. You can kiss it goodbye. They go back to back. His second homer of the night, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Well,
in today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. 2 runs across in the inning, top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Inside.
Next pitch misses inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Out number 2. Digging in, Anthony Volpe fly to left his first time. Fought off foul. That one in the dirt. Ball one. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. Got him swinging. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
No.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. So now with one away and a man at second. Now at the plate, Mark Vientos. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that.
Whoa.
Swings through that one for strike two. Next offering is downstairs.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
That one fouled off. Man on second, two down.
That's a ball.
Check swing. He went. And the count 1-2. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here in Queens, ready now for the 5th inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
This is smacked left field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman Brandon Lau.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Brandon Lau. Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Acuna up to third on the wild pitch. No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let him stay out there. In the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Safe! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Third baseman Manny Machado.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He jacks that one out to left. And they add on. It's 7-0. One down. Stepping in the long ball threat, Aaron Judge. 1 for 2. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Dylan Ross.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
0-1 down. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all.
Lindor to second. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Ben Rice up now for the Mets.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
One now. And that one hammered. And that one is off the wall. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
First pitch swinging. And that is out of play. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the left fielder, Jake Mangum. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play.
Pitch out, but no action. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Slice down the right side. One run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Lau. And it's a double play to end the inning. Top 6 in now for the Reds. Randy or Rosarena?
Rosarena.
This one high in the air to left center. Mangum has a beat on it. And a quick out, number 1. Ozuna goes 6'1", 250 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
Whoa.
The Reds up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Swings and misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the catcher up to hit, Gary Sanchez, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
No, that's a ball. Ball 2.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Inning over. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for New York, number 15.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 1 up, 1 down. To the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Camargo gets a piece. Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Ripped to third and caught. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss. In the dirt, but kept close. And that's down and away. That smash towards center. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got
Yeah.
a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Curveball drops in for a strike.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
Cincinnati, center fielder Luis Angel Acuna.
Foul ball.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. You can kiss it goodbye. That'll fire up the dugout, and they boost their lead. It's 8-1. One down. Brandon Loud will hit next. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. This one's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Machado.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tatis on the move to the alley. And that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 7th, Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Adam Ottavino.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Ben Wright.
Swing and a miss as he was late. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's got a chance. makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. 2 down, bases empty. Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit. Out towards right center field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. That is the inning. Back here in Queens, in now for the Reds, Paul Goldschmidt. And ball one. That to right. And there's one away.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder Randy Arozarena.
That's a ball.
Late on that fastball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to get.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Marcell Ozuna. This one in the air, center field. Drifts towards it. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Jake Mangum. In the air, center field. Acuna gets under it. One down.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. In the air, left field. Arozarena on his horse. And there's two away. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, 1 for 3.
Number 15.
Two down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That is the inning. Back here at Citi Field, here's the Reds catcher, Gary Sanchez. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Edwin Diaz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Foul ball there. Diaz goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Chopped to third, but it kicks foul. That one outside.
That's away.
And the count is 1-1. Swings through that.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
And down on strikes. That's the second out.
No, that's a ball.
That's
out
outside.
the corner.
Ball 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Just missed. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for Cincinnati.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's Machado. He's already homered here in this one.
That's the ball.
Upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
High fly ball, right field. Tatis under it. And that'll do it. Back here in Queens, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. This one in the air, center field. Acuna settles underneath it, takes it in for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7.
No, that's a ball.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. And he grounds one to the right side. Lau slings to first in time. So last chance for the Mets. And next is the designated hitter, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 in this one. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he makes the catch. Ball game. And the Reds take this one in a blowout. King with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.